It's not just Assam, Uttar Pradesh and Karnataka now lens on PFI even in Mamata Banerjee's West Bengal. Tamal, my colleague, is reporting that intel sources have been put on high alert. Tamal now joins me on the phone line. Yes, Tamal.
Well, Pranesh, during the CAA and NRC protest, we had seen Murshidabad's Lalgola had witnessed the worst kind of violence. The state was of the firm opinion that the violence was stoked in by outsiders, by miscreants who were promoted by fundamentalists. The state did not rule out the possibility of AIMIM workers also trying to stoke intention. Not to discount, Mamata Banerjee had suggested that no one from the AIMIM to be allowed to hold political meetings in Murshidabad or elsewhere in Bengal. But now what you're hearing that on 5th of January, PFI has plans of holding a mega public rally in Murshidabad, the same place which had seen worst kind of violence during CAA protest. We are also picking up from our sources that the intelligence sources are working day and night to find out the leaders who are operating under the PFI, because the state has evidence that PFI has the clear backing of AIMIM ground workers who are also promoting this organization to hold public meetings. The fact that they cannot come out in open in disguise of PFI, AIMIM is possibly trying to work and make their foothold more stronger in Bengal. We are picking up from our sources that police are not in the position to allow any such meeting to happen. There is standing instruction from the top that these kind of meetings have to be stalled. So yes, there is a crackdown which is currently on, and leaders who are operating for PFI are under the scanner at this point in time. For security reasons, no one has been arrested, or at least there is no confirmation of anyone being detained. But the intelligence is of strong opinion that if this public meeting by PFI is allowed in Murshidabad, there could be an untoward fallout.
Now, this development, Tamal, comes at a time when at least 3 BJP states, Karnataka, Assam and Uttar Pradesh, have demanded that PFI be banned. In fact, UP DGP has already sent a letter to the MHA to that effect.
Well, at this point in time, we can confirm no such communication has been sent to the central government with a similar demand. The state is trying to handle in its within its own capacity. But it is, without any doubt, the state will not allow any such meeting by PFI or any such organization, and especially at places which had been volatile, which had been restive, which had seen tension in the past couple of weeks after CAA was passed in both the houses of the parliament. In fact, Lalgola is one of those few places where railway stations were set ablaze, trains were vandalized. In fact, a huge crowd, a mob had taken over the rail tracks, and rail tracks had remained blocked for several days. In fact, several long-distance trains were cancelled by the central government. So at this point in time, the state is acting in absolute firmness. No such public meeting by any fundamental organization will be allowed. And at this point in time, PFI, which is planning to hold a meeting in Murshidabad, will not get the requisite permission. They will not be given the permission. They have not applied for any such permission. So the entire operation which is happening on the ground is quite discreetly, and thus the intelligence sources are saying they are not taking any chances. They are trying to nab the leaders who are working for PFI first thing first.
What will this crackdown lead to? Will it intensify further? We'll have to wait and watch. Tamal Saha, thanks for that input.